I literally just decided to restart the stream. How you doing, Debbie? I'm just trying to figure out what is wrong. Yeah, something must be off on my end. Because I restarted OBS, I restarted my stream. Gosh, I disconnected Twitch from my Discord, reconnected it. Nothing is changing, so something must be wrong. Hello.
What's up?
Oh, I'm good. How about you?
Not too bad. What's been happening? Anything?
Oh, nothing much. Quiet day so far.
Oh yeah. How's the arm?
Oh, it's a lot better. It's doing well. Oh, goodness. Just a little tired from all the walking yesterday. After the car got stolen.
Oh yeah, we got it back already.
Oh, yeah, Harlan was just here. I just heard. Oh. Well, thank you.
Turned out to be one of his friends. Did he tell you that?
Yes. Small world. Or island, in this case.
Make sure you read the label on that one.
Baked potato with meat. Oh, goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, I'll make sure to eat this next, I think.
Yeah, enjoy that one, man. The only
Oh.
one I was able to come up with. You were the right person to give it to.
Looks wonderful. Debbie, for some reason, on Discord, nobody can see that I'm live. It's
only
just
took us,
showing
like,
me normal,
2
like
hours.
online, I think, maybe.
The time the car was stolen until we got it back. So.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, the person didn't get hurt or anything, did they?
I mean, we scared the ever-living bejesus out of him, but I mean,
No.
he wasn't a dickhead about it. He was pretty scared, so I mean.
I see, yeah. Well, yeah, it would be scary, especially with guts on the prowl. Hello.
Well, if he would have gave us lip and been fucking acting a fool, you know, it'd been one thing.
Yeah, and like on Descent, it's not showing that I'm live either. So like, you know, the people that are live on Descent, it's showing that they are live, so. Oh yeah, I reconnected my Discord, I restarted Discord, I connected my Discord to Twitch.
Y'all, what's up?
I restarted my stream, everything. We're good. Not too much here, yeah. How about you?
Pretty interesting. Do you mind if I sit down?
No, you by all means you can. Nope, no VPNs, nothing. No idea. I can see that I'm live. It's showing that I'm live, but like it's just not showing up on the Discord. The bot's not automatically posting me, nothing. Like, and nobody can see that I'm live. It's weird. So you say interesting. You've been having an interesting day today.
How about an interesting week, honestly? It's Morgan, by the way. We met a week ago.
Oh, yes.
And it's funny that you mention that because you're the only person I have seen in the past week. I've been across Stikal twice. I've been to every single civilization more than 4 times, and I have seen absolutely nobody.
Tell them their product sucks.
It's like a ghost island, literally.
Oh,
Maybe it's unlucky.
I think you are.
Everybody knows.
It might be bad timing. There has to be. There's still plenty of folks out there.
Yeah,
So
in the
Debbie, like
US
on
capital, Nagobo, been everywhere you can imagine, and there's
on Discord, like Descent,
and I'm just
you can see people
I
like
don't know
Citizen
anything
Cannon is live
yet
on
about
Descent,
the groups
like
on this island. I don't know anything about
as a
like,
custom
yet.
group name.
Yes, I do. And that group that I met,
Do you see me up there too?
it's just
Oh.
kind of frustrating getting left out of the loop is all I feel like.
Yeah,
You know,
like
I
the
don't feel like
role.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I can't see myself up there too.
Well, you don't want to go around those Nagovo folks. They're a bunch of pricks.
It's
Oh
good to
my.
know. I actually just came from there. Shit.
Yeah. Nobody likes them guys.
Well, I do. I think they're fantastic people. Personally. Well,
Yeah, I
Morgan,
gotta live with them, so I know they're pricks.
Yes. But I'm sure you'll find other groups of folks out there eventually. I think it just, the timing was not right is all.
Yeah. So
Have you been to Aniva?
it's just kind of lonely being all over the fucking place on your own, honestly.
Aniva always seems to have folks down there.
Neva, I've been there twice on my list. Both times are pretty late at night. I mean, shit. Point me the way. I'll head there now. Cause I always went from the north. We're like what, very south.
Oh, Aniva is...
Oh, you just follow that coast road
Yeah.
to your left, and it'll take you there. Winds around quite a bit.
Oh, you can't miss it, because
Yeah.
once you enter Aniva, there's a lot of flags all over the place. Yeah, I posted my stream because it wouldn't post it on
give a shot, I
itself.
guess. Thank you.
So I posted like number 24 and then Mitch and. But
Really didn't forget your name.
you'll see
Mitch,
a
yeah.
lot of people down there. I'm guaranteed on that. There's a bar. There's even a place to trade at AK's shop, and there's always folks. If anything, from there, you'll be able to connect with others as well, and be able to find out about more settlements to visit.
Can't wait to try. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you, Mitch. Thank you,
Cool.
person.
Name's Tom, man.
Tom, and thank you guys.
I think he called you Tom, and
I think he did too. That's all good.
that is your name now, Tom. And
Tommen.
Tom.
I've been called worse.
So you see me like as if I had the role and I'm like along with Citizen Cannon up there, but it doesn't show me as like with a purple name or anything.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Trevor is wondering if either of you happen to be looking for a big military locker. Trevor's looking to trade.
What are you wanting for it?
Trevor is looking for sewing supplies. thread to be specific.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like in the Discord
Wait,
roles,
you
like
want-
right under Jackson
you were
Red
looking for a big
on
military locker,
Descent,
or were
like you
looking
could see
for
Citizen is
supplies?
live. It says live on
Trevor's
Descent,
looking for sewing supplies.
but I'm
thread.
not there. Yeah, I am streaming, and I've reconnected
yeah, that
everything,
shit's
so I
hard
give
to
up. I don't know
find.
what else to do. And I
Trevor
know
heard
somebody
that.
else was having this issue
He
too.
was on his way
Something's
to
up.
Nagovo and just saw you guys sitting here, so thought he'd see if you had any.
I take it you're Trevor?
That is correct. Trevor is Trevor.
Okay. Gotcha. Trevor's Trevor. Yeah, the guys there at the camp in Nagovo might have some. If they do, it won't be very much. Like I said, we barely ever come across it.
Okay. Okay. Well, you guys enjoy your fire then. Trevor's gonna get going.
All right, Trevor.
Take it easy.
Thanks
care.
for coming along. Yeah, I seriously don't know. Also, my fucking OBS
So which
is
way was
dropping
Harlan
frames
headed
again.
when he left here?
Oh, he went to Nagovo. He said he was gonna go visit the folks at Nagovo, is what he said, and he would be back later.
He'll be back soon because there wasn't nobody there.
Oh.
I figured
Yeah,
I
I
might
don't know.
catch them here, or they might still be asleep. Who the fuck knows?
It's bugging me. The whole dropping frame stuff is really fucking bugging me now too. It makes me not want to stream anymore. Like, cause like life is good, man. I get great frames in game. Things are well, and but just my stream. I'm distracted. I should be RPing, not distract. It's crazy. I keep going down. I'm in the red again. Oh, I'm back into yellow. Oh, now I'm back in a full. Oh God, it's at 6,000. That's my bit rate. Usually it's always at that, and it's always great. Oh, there we go. We're back in the red. We're dropping frames again.
Hello.
And that's-
Fuck! What is wrong with OBS? Hello.
Hello, Mitch. How are you?
No, hanging in there.
Oh,
Little tired from yesterday.
Oh, I bet. It's a long way.
Yeah, Guts was blaming you for the car getting stolen. Said he had to fucking carry you up the hill and shit, and tend to your every need.
Oh
And,
my.
I called him on it, but he's adamant about it.
Well, I felt bad since last night. I felt a little better when Harlan told me that you guys got the car back. So I had a hard time
Oh, we got it
sleeping.
back.
Yeah.
I just woke up, but I didn't realise we got it back.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny story. So we all linked up here, and Guts, myself, Russ, and Freddie went up the road. We were going to just search every little settlement from here.
That's quad. That's my
Volcano
setting.
Drop.
I have it set to 6,000.
We got to Aniva.
I know 65,000 is pretty much the max.
But on the way,
But I had to
Guts
lower
was
it
telling
recently
us,
just to
what
see.
the guy looked like. He's like, he was wearing like a leather pack, a rifle on his pack.
I've had it set when I
wearing
was
a
having
wolf's
issues.
head,
I put it
dark
down at like
clothing,
3,000, and it still
we get
still
to
does the same
Aniva,
shit.
And sure enough, that guy's standing by the fire.
I'll lower it
It was
now
up
just
in
to
the
see.
tree line, and came down, and Guts had already snatched him up. Apparently, he told Guts that some guy had just come by and traded him for a couple of rifles for the car. So Guts wanted him to take him to the vehicle, so we followed him about, I don't know, 500 feet outside of Aniva. This guy named Mr. Rodriguez. Have either of you met him?
No, I've never heard of him.
No. All right,
Yeah,
so I
apparently he's one of
lowered it
Motley's
to
guys from
35.
NPR. He come up and he was like, "Hey, I don't."
Since
wanna
we're not
cause any
moving much,
trouble."
35 is fine. So we'll
And,
see how
I
that
was
goes
like,
for now.
Well, you come to the wrong place if you're looking.
Might
for
be a
trouble.
little pixelated
And,
sometimes,
he
but
was like, "No, I want to know if you're gonna kill that guy." And I was like, well, what's that any business of yours?
Oh my.
And apparently that guy that stole the car had been acting a fool down in town for the past couple nights, and I don't know if it was him throwing, but somebody was throwing gas canisters in the fire, and it was causing explosions, and people were getting hurt. And that Clem guy was blaming Rodriguez for doing it, and almost got him shot up in town. And I was like, well,
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
it's
you're gonna have to
my
let us
internet
handle
connection,
this
but
business. You know, Guts came
like
over and told him
when I do
to
a
fuck
speed
off,
test, everything
basically.
is perfect.
And we took Clem down to his base. The car was sitting there.
So I don't
He
know.
went inside to get the battery and shit, and me and Guts went in, held him up. And Guts confronted him about, you know, that he stole the car. I mean, he was wearing the same shit that he was wearing when he stole the car. He confessed. So then I asked him about, you know, I was like, look, when we were leaving town, I was like, there's a guy that came running up wanting to fucking shoot your face off. Can you elaborate on
My
that?
download is like 250 and my
And he was
upload
truthful
is
and honest.
40,
He basically laid it out, saying he was being a nuisance and
which is more than
you know,
enough for streaming.
yada
So
yada, fucking
I don't
called
know.
himself, you know, piece of shit, whatever, this and that. And kind of felt bad for the guy. Seemed like he's longing for attention, you know.
Yeah, I should be flying
So I
even
told
at
Guts, I
20.
was like, this guy's not worth shooting over taking the car, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He was shaking in his boots. He's scared shitless. However, Harlan, it was his buddy, and I figured if we shot this guy, we're gonna have to shoot Harlan too, because he was
Yeah.
getting all antsy and worried. And I
Harlan's too
really,
nice.
yeah, well, I just really didn't want to shoot Harlan.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had the door shut. It was just me and Guts inside, and Harlan was outside with Russ and Freddie. And if he would have pulled his gun, he would have, you know, he would have dropped, and we didn't want that. So we gave the guy a
At least we got
warning.
the car back.
Yeah, we got the car back with no harm, no foul. So we let him live. I'm sure I made Harlan happy.
Oh, good. You know,
I mean, if he would have been an asshole about it and fucking, you know, acting like he's made a bullet, you know, like he was bulletproof or something, might have shot him up on that, but he wasn't like that, so.
yeah. Well, I'm glad you got the car back. Yeah, I'll sleep a little better tonight.
I'm gonna be real with you, Mitch. I had a plan that I was gonna drive the car somewhere where I could see people coming and going in here, and when you had a couple visitors, I was gonna drive over here to the right side of the road and donuts and shit, yelling "fuck Nagovo," and I got their car, eat a dick and shit like that, and then just drive off.
Why would you have done that?
That would
just
be
the fuck
quite
off.
funny.
It
But I,
certainly
you
would
know,
have
you
been
never know.
entertaining.
Never know though. There might have been somebody here, might have started flinging lead. So I just
Yeah,
started
you never
against
know.
it.
I did lower my bit rate for tonight. We're gonna
But
see
it
how
would have
that
been
goes.
funny in my opinion.
Yes, even I think I would have, unless you would have changed your voice, but I might have recognized your voice.
Yeah, I would have tried, but I'm not very good at voices. So you would have probably been able to tell.
Oh, maybe. That would have been funny, though. Yeah, now I'm not in the red right now. Everything is stable for the moment.
Did you take the road up, or did you come through the tree line like I did?
No, I came through the trees.
Yeah.
I usually always go through the trees to go to Nagovo. It's a lot quicker.
Yeah, it cuts off like half a kilometer, maybe
Oh, yes. And I'll take that at my walking pace.
Right. Well, I do it too, so I mean, fuck, I can imagine.
We need something horrible to happen here, for fuck's sakes. The Mr. Nobody stuff would have been great, but Jesus Christ, got all screwed up. So how's everyone today over at Nagovo? Everyone good? Everyone okay?
I mean, as
I think-
far as last night, everybody was all right. I
Yeah.
mean, Guts was kind of pacing back and forth until we got that car, you know. He was,
That's just good.
he was ready to
Hello, Shadow
peel
Paw.
somebody's face off, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I was afraid about what Gus would do, so... you know, at the end of the day, the car is a great thing for folks, but it's just a car, you know? It's just material. It's not worth taking someone's life over. I understand being upset, you know, when someone takes it. But it almost seemed like he wanted to kill the person. So I was afraid for the worst, and that would have been my fault. I would have had a hard time accepting that. Just, you know. I didn't
Well, he
want to
wasn't
cause
threatening.
trouble.
He's not a threat. Man,
Yeah, apparently.
You know, like, we don't kill for enjoyment
Oh, of course, I know that.
anymore. You know, we were fighting for our flags and our country and shit. Sometimes you do enjoy it. But, you know,
That was
for me,
sinister,
killing
Tom.
has to be a last resort, man. Has to be a life or death situation.
Yeah, it's understandable. I can't. I don't want to die knowing I took a life. I don't want to. I like to think that I could live a whole life without having to do that, regardless of what happens. I'd rather die than to kill. I don't know what that makes me. Maybe it makes me weak, and so be it if it's the case, but you know, I understand why people need to do it. I get that, you know, I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do something like that.
Well, you and I are polar opposites, you know. I fought for my country for 20 fucking years, you know.
Put your hands in the air, this is a syndicate. No, I'm just kidding.
I cough.
Goodness.
Country, man. What for? The phony war?
It's kind of a phony war now. But no, Mitch, I think it's a lot harder to grin and bear it and turn the other cheek and walk away than it is to just put somebody in the ground.
I think you're
I wouldn't
right.
consider that weakness. Well, think about it, right? I mean, Jesus' way was that way, right? Turn the other cheek, grin and bear it kind of shit.
I suppose.
That's not
yeah.
an easy life. It's one of the most difficult lives to live.
And yet he got crucified. Still sacrificed himself. I'm no religious man, but that's how the story goes, and I suppose I would have taken the same road, you know, at the end of the day. Like I said, it's a difficult thing. It's not really a situation I've ever been in, so I can't say for sure. But I always thought to myself that I could never do such a thing, and I could have someone that I care about being in a very dire situation, and the only way to get them out would be to kill the person that has them in that situation, and I still can't see myself do it, you know. And it's not just because I want to be able to die saying I've never killed. It goes everything against who I am as a person. I don't judge anyone, and even if the person I love is being threatened, I can't be the decider of the other person putting the person that I love in that situation. It's so complex. But I don't know what that's like. And I hope it never happens. I hope I'm never put in that kind of a situation. Because I would hate to have to watch somebody I care about perish because I couldn't pull the trigger. And that's all it took, you know? But I like to also believe that the person that would be in that situation would understand who I am.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I mean, if you're that close, they're gonna know that you're not willing. For
I
me,
still
though,
feel horrible, Tom.
you know.
I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah.
It'd be hard to live the rest of my life knowing I couldn't save someone I cared about, but I'd still feel the same way if I killed the person, you know what I mean? The other person. I'd feel as equally as bad. Oh, goodness, I hate even thinking about it, to be honest. I hope I never am put in that situation. Goodness, I hope it never happens. Hello, lad.
Well, I hope for you too, man. But unfortunately, this place, I mean, it has a habit of making people lose their shit, so I don't know. I mean, I can even tell some of our people are starting to kind of get on edge. It's,
Yeah. Oh, well, it's hard, you know. At least there's not that many bad folk right now. I'm not saying there isn't any, but there seem to be a lot more decent folk around right now. But that also creates a lot of boredom with people. And boredom is a dangerous thing.
idle hands, bro.
Yes. There's no entertainment now. It's difficult, you know. It's not like people can go to the theater, watch a play, or
Hello again.
hello, you know, watch TV, or I don't know. It's not what it used to be. People don't have that sense of distraction, so some people will develop a way to find distraction. It's a little silly, but kind of what you have expressed earlier with the vehicle. You know, it would have been funny, but it could have caused an issue. And if someone was here and decided to shoot at you, that would have caused an issue with you to defend yourself, and therefore it would have started a whole thing, perhaps. Something that could have lasted days, weeks, who knows, between people. Even if it's a misunderstanding. Some people have egos, and once they've done something, they can't pull back. I'm sure you understand what I mean when I say that, but oh goodness. Like, I mean, it's... people are going to start looking for something to do, and this is where the bad folks are born. When I say bad, it's not me judging. I'm just generalizing what I feel people would judge them as. Meaning folks that go around and hurt others for the mere pleasure of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't get any enjoyment out of it. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was younger and I was killing for my country, it was one thing. I did enjoy that. I'm not going to sit here and try and lie. But,
Well,
you know.
I could understand, even I could understand why you would enjoy such a thing. You were defending your home, the place you loved so much, and you felt joy in that. And the people that were causing the mayhem, the reason why you were at war, they were, well, you were educated about them being a certain way. So whatever it was that you were told about them or you witnessed yourself, it's a normal reaction. Like my situation earlier, when I said I couldn't be able to kill someone that is trying to hurt someone I love, but I would feel like I should, and I could understand where you're coming from. I know that you would take a lot of joy in hurting someone, killing them that was deliberately trying to hurt the ones you care about. So, yes, I get it. I get why you might have taken enjoyment, maybe even a little too much, especially when you're young. You get carried away easily. Yeah, you get into the moment. It's like you're living a movie, you know? So, I'm glad you're okay, though, out of all of this. I don't know what's going on up there in your mind, but you're a good person. More than you might think.
It's taken a long time to truly figure out why I took pleasure in killing people. I will say this, Afghanistan, a whole different ballgame. There was no armies, there was no uniforms, right? There was no tanks, no Air Force over there that they had, so, you know, you didn't know friend from foe over there. I don't ever had friends there. Had people willing to cooperate, so to speak, for money. But I don't know, man. I try to limit my killing nowadays as much as possible.
I think that's good. There's not many people left to kill. On this island, anyway. It's good to have people
Yeah,
around.
there's still a few that, you know, we're going to put in the ground when we catch them, but for the most part, I think a lot of them have dug a hole and they're just going to sit in it, I guess.
I understand.
Not having closure on the subject is bothering a lot of our guys. So,
Well, you know, oftentimes people like to cause mayhem when they're bored, but then have a hard time dealing with the consequence of that. In fact, some of them might even be very scared. So they'll hide. They'll lay low after they've done certain things, in the hopes that it'll brush over. And in a world like this, probably in hopes that the people that are after them, such as yourself, will die off, allowing them to live on again and continue their mayhem with new folks.
it's quite possible. It's very, very possible.
Well, you know, most people, I like to think that the people that act this way are trying to be bears when they're really, well, they're really just rabbits, you know? Trying to survive, but they must look bigger than they are. They must seem scary. So on the surface, they look like they're bears, but inside they're scared. And alone they would just run off like a rabbit. But in a group, together, you're big like a bear. It's often the case for all sides, whether good or bad. Everyone always feels bigger when they're together. But these bad folks, they keep doing things, and, well, they get killed, unfortunately for them. And then eventually there's not enough of them to look like a big bear. so they get scared.
Right, but the unfortunate part is they usually take some, friends along the way, right? None of
Yeah.
us are bulletproof, so
It is
they're all
very
bleed.
unfortunate.
So
Oh, I wish nobody would just. There's no point in wishing something like that. But it would be nice to see just nobody hurting each other. People getting along. And you'd think a world reset like this, you would think it would help with that, but apparently it doesn't. Doesn't do anything at all. It brought a lot of folks together at first. It certainly did. In fact, I was very surprised on how much the world got together in the very early stages of it all. I'm sure you all remember. There's a reason why most of us were out to sea, because we banded together, no matter what it took, saving the human race. But boredom got to a lot of folks. And so the cycle continues. There will still be wars, deaths. It's a shame.
Well, if you think about it, murder is the oldest pastime, right?
Yes.
I mean, two of the first humans born killed one another, or well, tried to kill each other. The way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been there for a long time. Even in gladiator times. Entertainment was people's deaths. That's literally what it was. Enslaved folks, criminals, things like that. Throw them in a ring and let them fight to the death. And everyone cheering on such things. So yes, killing has been a form of entertainment and pastime, a hobby, for so many, many years.
Well, this is gonna sound fucked up, but you do realize that AZ is trying to have a 3-stage gladiator trials or fight nights about
Yes.
this yet?
Yes, I've
Yeah,
heard.
and
But
the
people
third
going
stage is
in
the
willingly.
gladiator style.
Yes, but I think people are going in willingly, right?
Oh yeah, it's all volunteer, but it's still kind of fucked
brutal.
if you think about
Yes,
it.
it's very fucked, like you say. But people are going in willingly. It's not the same thing. Although I don't like seeing anyone die, and I certainly would not jump into that ring. But if that's what somebody wants, then who are we to stop them? There's not much left in this world. Some people,
Yeah.
if they're going to die, they want to die going out in a blazing glory. Maybe gladiator style is the way to go. Better than, alone somewhere looking at a barrel.
Yeah, unfortunately, we know of at least 15 people committed suicide, and 2 or 3 of them were at our gate, so...
Goodness
It's,
sake, they've done that at your gate.
Yep.
Like
Fucking
2 feet
walked
from our
up,
front door.
yep,
Oh, my, that's
fucking
horrible.
just... Well, the one guy, Vincent, we actually knew him. We had snatched him up and, made an example of him, but
That's fucked.
apparently it wasn't that good of an example, so... He started all kinds of shit. He got kicked out of the Capitol after we snatched him. He got kicked out of around Blackwater. He got kicked out of New Hope, and then he came to us and wanted us to take a message to the syndicate, and we basically told him to go fuck himself. And then he pulled out a gun and shot himself right on our
Oh,
doorstep.
That's horrible.
The other two were just some random weirdos that came up there, and just the first guy, he came up, it was me, Case, and Russell, and we're trying
feel
to talk
bad for
to
the
him.
first
and
guy.
He wasn't saying
Getting
much.
kicked
and
out
he just
everywhere.
did like a couple 360 circles, and then boom, shot himself. Our fucking gate. That was like in the first 2 or 3 weeks.
That's
I don't know who the
very
fuck he
strange
was,
behavior.
Nothing.
Yeah. I've only had Hunter that came around here. He didn't do it on my doorstep, obviously, but he did it out there on the beach. But it was after we had discussed. We talked for a while, for about an hour. I had a bad feeling. At
Yeah,
least
it's
at
amazing what
first.
that sixth sense can pick up, right?
Well, I tried to talk to him, through our discussion. He never mentioned once he was going to do something like that, but I could sense the desperation, It was difficult. When we were done discussing, he seemed so at peace. Like everything was finally okay, that he had found some answers. That's when I heard the shot. He went down by the beach. Spent a good 15-20 minutes down there. I didn't want to bother him. I wanted him to relax. And it seemed like he was going to write some poems again. And he did. He did write a little. And then he took his life.
Yeah, that's hardcore, bro. It's fucking hard.
Yesterday...
I'm with you on that gladiator thing. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad that you are. Yesterday, when we arrived, there were bones at my door with a note that said Mitch's remains.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I saw them. They were right by his step.
That was the note. Yeah. It was right next to some
What the fuck?
bones. Oh, it's a helmet. I think he threw the helmet there. Just landed.
You gonna pick that shit up, or you just gonna fucking trash up Mitch's place?
I'm in like a really deep bout of OCD organizing this locker right now. Just give me
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh,
I
shit.
know what he's
gonna
going
be
through.
there for a minute.
I've been there too, a couple of times.
So I've got a good recommendation for you, Tom. Shut the fuck up and tell your Vietnam War stories.
Oh, fuck you, dude. I ain't that old.
The last one you was in was the Boer War.
The what? The boar?
Yeah, the Boer War. The Boer War.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, I was just gonna say, Mitch, I agree with you on that gladiator thing. I'd prefer to see somebody go out swinging than, just blast themselves.
Well, yes. If I was personally getting ready to give up at life, I hope I never feel that way, but If I was, then I suppose if I had the energy, that's what I would do. If that choice was up there, like, well, it's going to be. So, for those who want to call it quits, it's a great way to test your destiny, your fate.
Yeah. I will say this. I have had 3 people now that I know, or thought I knew, turn out to
Oh
be
yeah, Shadow Paws.
something entirely different, man. To the point to where you almost start questioning who is around you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fucked, bro. People who turn out to be something they're, well, I guess what you just inside hope that they're not, but I never got these feelings from either one of these guys till they did what they did.
Yeah. Some people wear masks really well.
Yeah, tell me about it. I sat fucking closer than you and I are right now to a fucking serial killer that I had no fucking idea
He's
this
talking about
motherfucker was like that.
Regis, aka
Ended up
Wes.
killing one of the guys that I was unsure about also.
Oh,
And
no. A friend or?
yeah. Well, Baker, he was one of us, and ironically enough, the person that killed him is the person that drove him out of our camp and had him hiding on the top of a mountain, scared out of his fucking gourd over this whole Watcher deal.
Oh God.
So,
Yeah, he's talking about Regis.
and,
Who was that?
My plan worked.
Baker, you probably
Yeah.
don't remember him, but he was our cook. He was a good dude. He ran into one of the original 6 and fucking left us a note, never said goodbye. Fortunately, I never seen him again. So,
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but on
yeah, he was filleted like a fucking Thanksgiving turkey, bro. Fucking when we went up to his place after we heard, I had never seen so much blood from one human being.
He's sick.
That's really fucked up with my system that I've just had going there.
Yeah, and then that guy snatched another friend of ours up and carved her face up, I guess, and took her up north east and had her in a bind, and then another friend of ours had to shoot him, who's the guy's best fucking friend, and I mean, dude, the fucking pain and shit that I seen in his eyes was unmatched, I think.
That's Tom that I hear.
Oh, Krieg. Mr. Krieg.
Not Craig, it's Dwight. Hold on. Let me
Ah,
get this
that's
fucking
what I
helmet
meant.
off.
Fucking Krieg. I mean, Dwight. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Get the
Rummage
fucking
around
see
here.
it, bro.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, man.
Is it going well?
A
in
long
there?
fucking trip here.
Yeah, I heard. I heard you fucking
Oh, nice.
had some Russian fuck you up, man. It sucks, brother.
Yeah, I have like select
Yeah.
and this is
Hello?
We
like
went by your place, so you went home. I assumed you were checking in on the old man.
Yeah, we like to keep an eye on him. Yeah, he's good people. He's
Oh,
one of the
you're
few
too
guys
kind.
I probably...
Well, that sun's about
Still
to come
got my
up.
compass.
Gotta get it
You're
ready.
definitely an answer.
Hmm?
So fucking sneaky you are.
You mind if we get warm?
Oh, go right
The
ahead.
fire's only for Nagovians and Mitch right now, so you'll have to stay out in the cold until we leave.
He's only pulling your chain.
Just fucking...
Yeah. I don't want to risk losing.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, I think it's the first time we actually hear a really good chunk of Regis's story there. I've briefly heard Regis's name like once, I think. But actually hearing a little bit more of that story, yeah, that's something else.
Hello, Mitch.
Hello.
It's Krista.
Oh,
How are
yes.
you?
I remember you very well. I'm good, and you?
I'm okay. Can I join you, or were you looking for some solitude?
Oh, no, everyone can join me. When it comes to watching a sunrise, it's something I believe should always be shared when possible.
I heard you got shot. I'm glad to see that you're walking around.
Thank you. Yes, I'm glad to. I was shot in the left arm, the bicep. Superficial wound, but still. It got me panicked a little.
Yeah, I think perfectly natural reaction to getting shot.
Yes, I'd say so. But I'm okay. And you, how have you been?
Well, I'm alive, so there's that.
That's wonderful news.
Isn't it?
And now, we both get to witness another sunrise, the start of a new day, another chance at life. It's a wonderful gift of its own.
Yeah, it is.
It's beautiful out here. All the elements together. The wind, the fire, the water, the earth. And good company.
I agree. One of the things I'll never get tired of is how beautiful the sky is here. At dusk and dawn.
Yeah. Even when there's a lot of clouds, it's beautiful. I like it when it's all pink, skies with the fluffy sky pillows, as some have called it.
Sky pillows, I love that.
Yes, me too. This island's got a lot of beauty to offer.
Yeah, it does.
So, Krista, Where are you from? Hmm? Before all
like
this.
before all of this.
Yes.
Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh.
What about you?
Ottawa, Ontario, in Canada. But
Oh,
to be honest, I'm from everywhere. I only grew up there until I was 20. Then I just roamed the land of America. Canada and the United States and even the southern parts. I went as everywhere as I could. So I didn't really have a home. The world was home.
so you were like a drifter, like a traveler.
Oh yes. Some would call us hobos as well. It's a life choice.
And do you regret it?
No, I never did.
And it sounds like a wonderful life choice.
It certainly was. Seen many beautiful sunrises throughout the years. 50 years of traveling. And it all comes down to a bad hip, you know? Oh, I'm not doing as well anymore physically, but you know, I am 70 and I've walked so much that my hips feel like they're 90. So what'd you do back in Virginia?
Nothing glamorous. Just worked odd jobs. And right before the fall, I was working at a restaurant as a waitress, and then at night I was moonlighting as a bar back, just helping a bartender serve drinks.
Oh,
Every other month, I would go hunting my dad and my brother. That's about it. It's kind of a full life.
I think that's wonderful. Did you have any ambitions? Things that you wanted to do?
I had a couple that kind of wanted to pursue, but money was tight and I was pretty content with just working, paying rent for my shitty apartment, partying when I could, stuff like that.
A simple life. You didn't ask for much. Just enough to be happy. Yeah?
Yeah, basically.
Well, that's good. The less you ask for, the more you can receive. That's what I think.
Wow.
Just how the world and the universe works. If you don't expect much, then everything that you get feels like the world.
I really like that.
It's the little things in life, you know? Oh. Thank you for sharing this moment with me today.
Thank you for letting me share it with you.
Anytime. Ugh.
Do you like sweet stuff, Mitch?
Oh, every now and again, yeah. I got a sweet tooth.
Here.
Oh,
Well, they came to our compound trying to snatch Gavin.
thank you.
And we told
For
them
you. You're welcome.
and they came back a couple weeks later.
That'll be a
wanted to
good
put
treat
another one
later.
of our guys, Eddie, on trial.
Mm-hmm.
And, we told him, get fucked. Apparently, they thought they were the police, so they were going around trying to
Are you
police
Robocop?
some of the
General
island.
Grievous?
And,
Yeah, they were trying to put me on trial.
You can still hold a rifle.
I said, yeah, and like, why would I go on trial?
I mean, yeah, I could still shoot a gun with one
What did
eye.
I do
Like,
to it, I had done nothing. I was like,
One
her
eye
coming
and
from
one
the hub
hand
was
is a
just
bit harder
shit-talking
than just
about
one eye,
me.
I think.
And I'm just
I
glad that
wouldn't
they
really
fucking
know.
showed the true face to other people because they're just shitty human beings.
Don't.
I never liked
What?
them.
Why are you
Well,
looking at me
Well,
like that?
you know, you
Collectively,
were
we're both looking at each other with one pair of eyes.
They were trying to blame me as some guy who had abandoned them. But I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I don't know if Maisie and Gav ever told you, but like,
I'll remember
that was
this.
not the case. We didn't abandon the house.
See that? Dr. Dwight Connolly
We
remembered
had
that.
this whole trade agreement, like this whole
Remembers
pact,
a lot.
peace treaty pact we were
But
gonna
he puts
establish.
up with a lot too, because
Mitch doesn't see a lot.
she's
Yeah, hey,
stuck
come
with
over
me,
here.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No, I can make. No, you can't make that joke. I can. I'm blind in one eye. I can make that joke.
I did make it, you did.
She made it, didn't she? I had it.
Man, it's
Yeah,
so
we're gonna have
nice.
to
You know what
talk
I
when we
like
get
about
back
this
home.
place? Is that I don't
I
have
didn't
walls
do
around.
it.
So if something horrible was to happen, people are not instantly safe. Whether that be a horde that gets dragged here, whether that be bad guys coming up. Like,
know I am.
there's no safety net other than each other,
Why
you
is
know?
everybody that you're friends with either mean or hates me?
People just like to just hang around,
You're,
warm up a little bit.
Or
and
both.
they're not going to stay forever. They'll move
Like,
on,
what
but
did you say
it's
about
nice.
Roman? His personality is just set to asshole?
Oh
Why,
my.
why
I'll
is
have you
that
know.
your
I didn't
choice
say
of
that.
friends?
I
Yes,
mean,
you
I'll
did.
have you know. I'll have you know. I'm not mean.
Oh,
mean,
well, that's just. I'm so used to
Okay,
it,
you went there
Shadowpaws.
for
Like, Mitch's past lives have always been like this. It's just that I've always had some walls. Like, people tended to build walls for
And
me.
she's a-
Yeah,
Go
well, I
for
gotta
it.
fold this so I can jab you with it. Oh.
Oh, careful there.
Ow!
I killed 3 of them and took every single one of them. This is
Metal,
mine.
it hurts.
I'm
How
gonna sit
about
for a minute though.
we eat up and warm up so we can continue?
I
I've ran halfway
talk about
across
this,
the call with you, and I have another halfway to go.
I'm the person who.
Sit for a minute.
And unfortunately,
How you
I'm
been
not
doing,
allowed
Mitch?
to get
You
tired
been
of
good?
you.
I am, Dwight. And you?
I've been fine the last few weeks, just relaxing, fishing, looking after my people. Good
I'm-
change of pace.
I've noticed the eye. That wasn't like that last time, right?
Hi, sir. It's nice to meet you,
Yeah.
by the way.
But yeah, Mitch, this is Rose. Rose, Mitch.
Hello,
Hi.
Rose. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
give you
you're
the,
Mitch. I've heard Dwight talk about you before.
he's a good man.
I think Hunter did too, actually.
I ain't seen him in a while. Maybe he's in a Neva. Check in on him.
I haven't seen Hunter in a long time.
Oh, Hunter? Oh, goodness. You mean Lonin?
Yeah.
The one that wrote the poems.
Yeah.
Goodness.
You know him?
Dwight. Come with me.
Alright. Rose, stay here.
Okay?
Sorry, let me get out of your way.
No, it's all right. Thank you. God, I'm about to show him the grave. this way.
All right. Oh, fuck.
I'm so sorry. Our dear poet has reached the end of his story.
Shouldn't. How'd it happen?
He was, he was looking for a psychiatrist. Couldn't find him. But he was by my place, so I said, well, you're welcome to sit by the fire if you want to talk. I'm all ears. And so he did. He seemed so distraught and lost. Something was off. And I didn't know Hunter. Even I couldn't tell. So we talked, and he told me about the people he had lost, and the people that he had to kill to protect those that he cared about the most. It took a lot out of him. It was too much, I believe. I talked with him. I tried to make him understand. It's normal that life rarely gives us the closure that we crave. That the human heart longs for certainty, for neat conclusions that allow us to move forward without hesitation. That we seek reasons hoping that clarity will somehow ease the pain, but when someone leaves without explanation, the narrative is left open-ended. His mind was racing, trying to find a way to fill the void. He'd replay conversations and re-examine memories and question himself endlessly. But by the end of our discussion, he felt... I think he felt happy. Happier than what he looked when I had met him at the very beginning. There's a unique kind of pain in a goodbye that's never spoken. It's not the parting itself that lingers, but the silence that follows, the questions left unanswered, the moments unresolved. These farewells, steep in ambiguity, leave us suspended in a haze of emotions caught between what was and what could have been. The absence of explanation becomes its own ache, an invisible weight that follows. Yet within this discomfort lies an invitation not just to grieve, but to grow. I think he understood that. I watched over his bike at the end of our discussion. He said he was going to go ride something over by the beach, near that rock over there. And he rode for a long while. Even wrote a really nice poem about this place. He had written some notes. He said he was sorry to you. Sorry to many other people as well, but you were on that list.
He had nothing to be sorry for. He helped me save people.
I think he was sorry for what he was about to do. He was sorry for giving up. But I think I would never encourage somebody to give up like he did, but that has to be the hardest thing he's ever had to do at that moment. He called himself a coward, but it takes a strong person to be able to decide that it ends. So that's what he did. I waited, and I felt like I should go see him, but I didn't want to bother him. I couldn't see him from where I was, watching over his bicycle, and then I heard the shot. I dug this grave. I dug all night. I kept going as much as I could. Marco had come along when I was done. He helped me bring his body. And then we filled up the grave. It is what you're looking at now. People have visited. Even AZ left that beautiful protection symbol with his own protection rock. I'll give you a moment.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, brother. Sorry I wasn't there. So now you get the sunrise. See the nice view at least. I hope the others, like I always have, get a word on that. Promise. Ah, man. Frost, Maverick, Luca, all them. Tell them I said hello. Tell them I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to see them for a while. Stay here and help the others. Look on the other side, I was here. Wish I was there carry that weight, carry my own, I can carry others. So I'll help them. Goes the other way. I'll miss you. I won't be actually see you and whatnot, but every time I watch the sunrise, maybe you're there. Try to do it every morning. If you ain't there, I'll watch it for you. Say farewell. I'll visit again soon. Later, brother. That.
Sometimes these notes tend to fly off.
Thank you for looking after her. Even
Of course.
after.
We watch the sunrise together almost every morning.
We'll have to watch it for him. Others as
Of course, and wherever you are out there when you're watching the sunrise, you know he's right here watching it too. It always shines on his grave in the morning.
I'll come by and visit him when I can.
Of course.
I owe him that much.
He was a very talented man. His poetry, it'll live on with many.
Like yourself, he once I was in a dark place. What he told me got me through it. I'll never be able to repay him for that. Good. Care what he thought of himself, he was good.
You can repay him. It's easy. Just keep living. Just keep going on. And never forget him. This way he'll survive for as long as possible. Talk about him. Let others know how special he was. And what he's done. To make sure you and others are around today. That's how you repay him.
Just believe, reading your work every day. The ones that I've got. Talking about it. How did he get back?
Yeah, I wonder why.
See you.
How are you today, huh?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. It's been a pretty quiet day.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now
What?
stitches are out, so
Quiet
I'm
is
just
nice.
gonna-
Sometimes.
Yeah. No, we've been getting a lot of those lately, so we're
disinfectant
getting a
here.
bit rowdy.
So I'm gonna pour this. I need you to kind of tilt your head to the side a little so I can pour this
This might sting a bit,
Let's
but
sewing.
it should be very brief.
Okay. I'll take the stinging over the itching.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Ugh. Spicy.
By the way, Papa, how you doing? Sorry,
You're doing
I've
great.
completely ignored. I was in the RP for a minute. I'd like to also thank Bryn.
Give me a minute,
Sorry,
Dwight. I'm just
it's
fixing
so
up her
small on my
laceration.
screen.
It's a bit infected.
Yeah, look after her. All good.
Bryn Tuckrebeck.
Hey.
Maybe it's because I'm not
That should
seeing
help
like
with the itchiness.
capitalized letters. I'm really fucked. Sorry for
and,
butchering
yeah,
your
I'm
name,
just
but
gonna reapply
12 minutes ago
stitches
you
and then-
followed, and I really appreciate you for that. So thank you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm having a great time. A lot of folks around. Some great RP. Very smooth right now. Ooh. Gonna put some entertainment on.
Okay, please hold still for this. You're doing great.
Sure.
So I'm gonna give you a non-narcotic pain reliever. It's also like anti-inflammatory, so that if anything should help the most with the itching.
Wearing a fucking helmet. I was punching Kevin.
Sure. Thank you.
Muggins. Oh, I didn't know we were gonna hit them, but I was wearing the helmet.
Okay.
Oh, you love
Okay, you can move now. You're good.
Uh,
You can feel free to stretch. I also did the stitches in a pattern where you should be able to move and stretch more without them popping or anything. Since it's a
God,
part
thank
of the
you.
body that bends a lot. Hey Dwight, I wasn't crazy.
That fucking Gil that I just heard.
sounded like
Am I hearing
it.
things?
I
Fucking hearing
wasn't crazy.
things.
Remember what I told you earlier? Told you I heard a car.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got this multivitamin for you, so if you just, well, like I said, it's anti-inflammatory and vitamins, kind of. But if you, let me just give you this.
Sure.
That should also help fight any infection that's gonna try and, you know.
God, thank you so much.
Yeah, just make sure to keep it clean, and keeping it wrapped up with your scarf is good too, because that'll keep most of the, like, rain and snow off of it.
What is it,
Just
Mitch?
keep that scarf clean and keep that scarf wrapped around it, and that should be good.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just trying to
Rose,
send
right?
comfort your way.
Yeah.
Oh, watch out.
Well, ow!
Yeah, careful. Jesus, don't burn yourself. Careful, Rose.
Just because I'm good at helping other people doesn't mean I'm good at taking care of myself.
I think I've been the picture of that, considering all the shit I've been through.
Haven't we both?
Yeah.
But technically my name is Rosalie, but Rosie, there's 20 million different nicknames, but mostly people call me Rosie, but I really don't care whatever nickname.
Okay, I'll call you Rosie. I'm Krista, but Dwight knows me as Robin.
Okay, nice to meet you.
I had a feeling that was you there. How
Yeah.
you doing?
I'm alive.
I hope your neck feels better.
It's already starting to feel better. Thank you so much.
Good. And yeah, like I said, you should be able to move your neck more now. So I know how tight stitches can feel when they're done the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a rush job.
Well, I mean, at least it kept you alive, because I can imagine how much it was bleeding at first. A rush
Yeah.
job's better than no stitches at all.
It's true.
It's a better job than I. It's not funny now. I'm only laughing because everything worked out afterwards. But I had to do surgery with one hand, so you can imagine the stitching job I had to do without assistance.
Gosh.
And yeah, this is why he's taught me well. Because, well, I have to do a lot now. Not that I didn't know what I was doing before, but I'm a paramedic, he's a surgeon, so there's stuff that I didn't know how to do as well as he did. And he's taught me good. Like, I've gotten a lot better
Well,
with
I'm
stitches
glad.
since I've been around him.
I'm really glad that he's got you to help him. Dwight's helped a lot of people.
Gotta go get some
People we
sleep.
care about,
Catch
anyways.
us all later.
All right.
See you, Russell.
rest
Take
well.
care,
I'll
Russell.
be around.
Yep.
So, what'd you talk about? Or is it not privy for my ears?
I'll tell you later.
Hello.
That is Gil.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, dude. Hey, how you doing, man?
Even more people.
Fire. Earthquake fire.
Just get out. Just get it out.
Jesus,
There you go.
Gil, what are you, a taxi service?
Yeah, actually, right now I am. I have 2 free seats.
Wait, hold up a sec.
I like Funny Man's voice. Funny Man voice.
Parking.
Hi.
Gil, wait.
Work.
Gil, wait!
He's
I'm
one sec.
working.
We
Hey,
hang
it was
out
good
for
to
a
see you
moment.
guys. Take care of yourselves.
Likewise.
Yeah. We'll be back later. I got some things I need to take care of, and if Mr. Gill is good enough, I'm gonna pay him good coin just to get a little lift.
Oh, sure. Fuck it. Let's go do it for free, baby. Hey, if you want to.
You look after Mitch, alright?
Will do.
See you guys around.
Yeah, likewise.
My name's Dwight. What's your name there, friend? Nice to meet you, Rourke. Yeah, you got style, man.
Good work, Rourke. You got ladies trying to show off the tattoos and everything.
Let's get the bags in the back. So what's the fee I gotta owe you this time, Gil? Last time it was plants. To this time.
That sounds really bad out of context. You should store some stuff. There's a liquid here.
Yeah.
Love to see all the people just kind of get together. I love that they're not safe either. Just openly hanging around
God,
like.
this music is so pretty, Mitch.
Isn't it? I love this album.
I've got to get my hands on one of those.
Ah, fucking son of a bitch. This shit's heavy.
Wow, since I've heard music that wasn't Gil trying to hum. Out of there, folks.
Hey there.
Howdy.
Heard y'all had a bit of trouble not too long ago with a couple folks trying to cause some harm.
Depends on which folks you're talking about.
Hello.
I think they were part of it.
Hello.
Hi.
I am Rourke. Hello. I am
Krista.
Rourke.
Hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark. I'm
No,
Mitch.
No, Rourke.
Oh, Rourke.
R-O-U-R-K-E. Rourke.
Oh,
Oh.
Rourke. Sorry.
No worries, Rourke understands. Rourke has a question. Do any of you have blood to donate to Rourke?
Blood.
Rourke collects blood of the pure for Istikar.
Yeah, didn't you poison the water barrel? Sneaky bastard. I almost drank from it.
Rourke realizes this may sound weird out of context, but Istikar collects blood of pure while I work on Cleansing World.
Well, I have B positive blood. Oh, let me get some hardwood in there. If you need some, I'm willing to give.
Here, I got you.
Oh, thank you.
Rourke would appreciate any donations, and all donations will be returned with anything you should be seeking when Rourke finds it. Should you need nails, Rourke has plenty.
Gosh, I
Should you
don't
need
even know what my
plenty
blood
of
type
things?
is. I don't even remember.
I have some
Thank you. He cares
test
about
kits if you want.
the blood type.
Oh, sure.
Sorry, I couldn't overhear. Do you guys have some test kits? Because I'm looking for someone else that has O negative blood.
Jesus Christ.
We really...
Clinics over on the east side of the island. If you look
How much
to
O
find
negative
some.
blood you need?
We have like 2 bags on New Hope right now, and I have one of them on me, so...
Alright, well, if you come to Nagovo Gates, I can... some.
Do you...
Thank you.
We're trying to
course.
find a donor, hopefully with a New Hope.
It's an
but-
easy test.
We got a donor, and I think we got... I don't want to say how many, but I think we got at least 5 I could give you.
Holy
Should
crap,
have some.
okay, yeah. I'm about to have to give the bag I have as payment for the
I
ride.
think I'm O positive.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, wonderful.
I can run to the base and grab it if you need it.
Thank you, Mitch.
Of course. Rourke.
How soon are you
unless-
leaving?
It's up to Dwight, who's over there talking.
Rourke, did you need some B
Let me
positive
go ask him.
blood?
Name friend.
Oh, please, call me
Yes,
Joseph.
Rourke would very much
Pleasure.
appreciate that. Mitch.
Joseph. Wait, did I meet you out front of Williams?
Possibly.
Do you
What's your
have
name?
what it takes
This is
to
beautiful at the moment.
get
Krista.
the blood?
You had just gotten there, I
Rourke
think.
does not at the moment, but
Mm,
if
so
you're
we all kind
offering,
of left
Rourke can always come
shortly
back.
after.
I don't believe I remember the name Krista, but perhaps.
Does this work?
Oh, maybe I was a different
Yes,
person.
this
Well,
one.
anyways, nice to meet you, Joseph.
All right. Let me
course, you
get
as
my
well.
jacket off.
This weather,
What'd you
huh?
say your name was?
Gil Gillison.
Right,
Mr.
Rourke
Gill,
recommends you
you
kneel
mind
down.
if I
It'll
talk with you a
make
second?
grabbing the blood easier.
Yeah, sure.
Easier
what's
to
up?
find vein when you're relaxed.
It's Tom from
Oh,
Nagovo.
yes.
Fella seems
You were
mighty
asking
old out
questions?
Right.
here.
You may feel a small prick, but Rourke
I had
promises
heard
no real
from a
pain.
few friends that y'all had some issues with people coming by, some nobodies, if you get my drift.
Quite an easy vein to find.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
old,
Which is
so
good.
Apparently
Then
they've
you
been
take
dealt
care
with.
of yourself.
Don't know how long
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
stick, but
that's all I can
Well, I
do
was
now.
hoping to make it a permanent fixture on the island.
Rourke appreciates your
I've been
donation.
going around.
Of
Should
course.
you need
few
anything,
things.
just ask.
I used to run a bunch of men that
Yes.
tried to work towards the betterment of humanity and trying to restore things back to normal.
Nice home, by the way.
And
Beautiful
Thank
little
you.
spot.
if possible, I might try to branch out once more, get this going again. So if you know anybody that's looking to do good and take care of some business, like my friend Rourke over here, kindly let them know to reach out to me. Look for Joseph.
And if someone wants to reach out to you, where can we find you?
The first tower inland on the peninsula, past the split boat. Yeah, I'm not too far.
I take it you've met the people at Blackwater.
I've spoken to them once over at the bar near the airfield, yes.
You should talk to them.
It's his.
Yeah, Rourke
They can
speaks
help.
a little third person as well.
No, I've noticed a lot of people around here don't seem to have the gall to want to pick up arms against things that trouble them. So, in response, I'd like to find the ones that do.
Now, I'll be honest with you, it's a difficult subject, only because apparently it was nobody in his crew that killed my fiance.
It's a shame.
I was looking for them. Felt like forever, and I'd kind of given up, and then heard that some guys from Anton's boys shot them up here. Mitch over there got caught in the crossfire.
Yes, I know the two. Believe it was Keo and Keezy.
Well, if you see them, tell them I said thank you.
Oh, they've heard it enough. People are talking about it everywhere. That's the kind of people that I like to surround myself with. Ones that know when it's time to do something right. Not just lay down your arms and die a nobody. About time criminals and shitheads alike learn their place.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not much of a fighter. I don't even know what the fuck I was planning to do. How I run into them. It was kind of an emotionally driven goal, but now that I heard that they kind of got what they had coming to them,
Buenas
I do feel a little bit
noches.
better.
I can tell you this. If I get a few people together, and I happen to get my hands on this nobody... Shit. Which part of him would you like me to deliver?
Well, I'd like to be there.
I'm trying.
I can damn sure try. But that's all dependent on how stable
no worries,
he
man.
is.
Yeah, you too, man.
Sure.
What about you, old timer? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm okay. Superficial wound, so I'm already feeling a lot better now.
Alright, well,
Well, you look like it'd take more than just a couple bullets to put you down.
Well, I've been shot multiple times, sir, and stabbed, and punched, slapped, kicked. Oh, goodness, you name it.
It's a terrible life out here right now, isn't it?
Oh, no, that was before everything. First time I've been shot since the fall. To be fair, I was almost eaten by cannibals back on one of the ships I was on. That was maybe 2-3 years ago now.
Well, I'm hoping that I can maybe try and keep that from becoming a reality again. With some help, of course. I gave up on trying to be rational with people like that a long time
Glad
ago.
I got the
Anymore, a
pronunciation.
prison cell isn't a luxury we have access to. Cheapest and quickest
I
way
like to
to
think
take
that Spanish
care of
is like a
problems in
like
the
a mixture of
communities
French and
nowadays is a
English,
bullet.
so I'm able to pronounce some
Amen to
words in
that.
Spanish easily because of it, I think. Well, I understand that things need to happen on this island, but I can never condone any kind of violence. I'm just not like that. I hate to see it. I understand it, though.
God,
Just
I
hope
should-
it doesn't
I-
happen around here.
Sorry to hear that you came to this island then.
It's an Old Testament type thing. You pray for peace, but you must be ready one day to fight because some people out there are just born to cause trouble. That's just how it is.
And I can never judge anyone for that. It's just how I am. I've sat with many kinds of people, and everyone has a different outlook in life. And most of us
Fuck Gil.
will decide to think that a certain way is the right way to survive. And while I do agree that going around eating people, purposefully killing them for that, is not my way of doing things, I can't judge those that do that because they think that is the way of survival. Everyone is the
Hey, Mitch, I
hero of
just
their
wanted to
story.
let you know I'm bugging out.
Oh, all right, Tom.
Asher, it's good seeing you. Come by and see us so we can catch back up a little bit better.
Yeah, I'll come say hello. Pleasure talking to you, man. Stay alive out
Yeah,
there.
you too, man. Try that.
You be safe. Make sure Gil keeps his eyes on the road.
I will.
This island, though, is a
You
blessing
guys are
to me.
open?
You know, I've had a horrible time out there on the sea, in those ships. And I've been in multiple ships. I don't know why we've had such bad luck, Michael and I, but it was horrible out there. I've been on a ship filled with cannibals. I was encaged and
Oh,
I was
fuck.
waiting my turn to be eaten. We watched people get mercilessly murdered and eaten in front of us
Well,
See ya.
multiple times. Take care. Multiple times, and Michael, the one who lives in the trailer behind you, he's a younger fella, but he helped me get out of it. Helped many others get out of it as well. Such a brave young man. Once we were able to escape that ship, we thought we would die out in the seas. In fact, others that escaped with us have died. Starvation and such. Then another ship got us. I don't know how it happened, but another ship found us, and then we got enslaved. The ship was fine for a couple of months, and then all of a sudden, some people boarded it, forced their way onto it, and consequently made all of us into their own slaves of some kind. I was forced to go and do the fishing with Michael. And one day we escaped from that ship. And then we thought we were going to die for real this time. And then we found the ship, the one that we heard the signal about this place on. Hello.
Hey. Guts will be down in a minute.
Yeah.
I think he's looking for me.
We found we found this island, and I was a traveling hobo for 50 years, so not being able to travel, walk, that's what I love to do. I felt confined to all these ships, all these years. So coming to this island was a blessing. I feel cheated a little, obviously. All of us were, right? We were all promised something, and instead we found exactly what we should have been expecting out of this place.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting a whole lab experiment, to be honest, but I got you.
Yeah, well, whatever it is. This is what we got now. And...
Stop, younger.
Hey, Guts. I got...
Where's Tom and that lot? Did they fuck off?
Yes, he's going to bed, I think. Hold on.
Cool.
Put the...
Can't stand seeing people like that.
There.
Well, I'm all warm.
I got your
Thanks
hat
for
now.
letting me get some fire.
Yes.
But I'm gonna be on my way. You stay safe on these roads tonight, Mitch. You have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Take care of yourself out there, brother.
Yeah, you as well.
Bye.
Adios. Take it easy, Gets.
Have a good one, bro.
A few things for you, Mitch. I'll just put them on the table.
We ended up getting our vehicle back last night, Mitch. I don't know whether any of the lads told you.
Yes. Harlan had told me first. And frankly, I felt relieved. Especially when he told me the person who took it, is not dead, so I was relieved about that.
Nah, I wouldn't kill someone over that shit. First
You
time they
probably need new bait.
Yeah, man.
Well, if they would have retaliated, then maybe, things could have ended badly. And I would have felt horrible because we wouldn't have went there in the first place. The car would not be stolen, lives would not be lost, etc., etc. But I'm glad everything worked out, so I really didn't sleep well last night. With the car being gone, and my body aching and all the drugs, the combination was overwhelming.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, thank you for this.
Anything else you need? Any more wood or what? Or is it full?
Well, I don't know if it's full, but it might be. I think somebody might have topped it up.
Ah, good.
Yes. It's been well. I haven't seen anything else regarding that strange note we saw when we arrived here. So,
Good.
Yeah. Maybe just a dark prank of some kind,
Yeah, most likely.
What are you two up to?
She wanted to drop off some of the rigs that we got fishing. And she fucking come here to get warm, really. Really giving too much tonight, I reckon. No more running. Ran enough last night.
You look about ready for a fight. You run into any trouble lately?
You've always got to be ready, mate. Nowhere's safe.
Amen.
I'll let every stranger know they're all fucking running too. Always have your weapon out in your hands.
Yeah,
Every
a lot
time.
of people tend to get offended whenever you got a gun out in front of them, but I don't think they've ever had to deal with somebody trying to take their life or their limb.
I got my weapon.
Give him an old beat down.
Yes.
You know, it's an old saying, you don't mess with an old man. He won't hurt you. He's just going to kill you.
Oh, goodness. Well, I wouldn't. I just
Guts would.
couldn't do that. Oh, yes. Well, I have no doubt Gus would.
I ain't that old, fuckwad. How dare
You're
you?
older than me.
Oh, please, I'm probably older than both of you.
Maybe.
Most likely. Still quite spry and quite young. I'm in my prime.
You might make some curtains for one of the windows in here if ever you guys see some burlap. Bring it along. No rush. If you happen to see it.
I will.
Yeah.
I've got a shopping trip to make, so
Yeah.
I'll look around for it for you.
Oh, splendid. And obviously you're able to get in, so if you have nothing to do and you're able to put it up, if you're able to do that, I'm not sure. Feel free to do it.
We'll take care of it.
Oh, thank you as always, Pip.
We're being
You know,
watched. The
there's
trees
nothing I wouldn't
left.
want.
Someone there.
Really?
Show yourself.
I mean, if you say please, I will.
Please.
Hey, it's one of ours.
Damn.
Hey, Troy.
However, I was gonna shoot you. You'd have been dead about 5 minutes ago.
For sure, but didn't expect my eyes to still work that well.
Everything is all right.
Have they all gone? They've all gone.
Oh, was that a good nap there,
Yeah,
Krista?
Tom and Luce went to bed, I think.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Didn't mean to spook you guys. Didn't know who he was.
It's all
Nah,
right.
you good. It's better to be vigilant.
I was having a shit. I'm gonna go back in the woods and then go bed in bed.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Have a good
Pip and Guts
Night.
are there.
Oh, hello, guys.
Still pumped up.
Guts, what the hell is that you're holding?
Best rifle on the island. This is what you want to bet.
Damn.
Great little hunting rifle this is. Telling you.
That's a 12 gauge. Over, under. Load that thing with some slugs. You could reach out and touch somebody's soul.
Oh my.
Gotta get my hands on one of those.
Probably about 100 meters. Nothing more than that. Anything other than that, it just spreads too much. Even with fucking slug.
Still, they got a vest on. I guarantee you their chest is gonna be aching for a while. And sure as hell knock the breath out of them.
Yeah.
Think you could touch somebody with a rubber slug, say 50 to 100 yards?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool.
Especially if you flip it into shoot both barrels. Yeah. 100%.
The Panama hat looks really good. It's a good looking hat. I wish there was
So what do you
this
two do? I see
in
you
my
got the
tan
matching
color.
uniforms.
No,
It's not a uniform.
No, I don't uniform up. Just felt like changing my clothes today.
Could have fooled me. You look like you went out doing twinsies.
Just how it ended
He
up.
just wants to be like me.
Fuck off, I had this hat first, way before you were even in the camp.
I had it on today first. Thank you.
Well, I'll admit that I'm just
That's true.
copying both of you right now with my hat, so.
We'll accept that. You're one of us.
Oh, lovely.
No, returning to my prior conversation, I'm just letting you know I'm out here looking for anybody that's trying to lend a helping hand. At least those that are willing to fight for a sense of normality. If you need anything, just ask. I'm not too far.
Oh, that's very kind of you. It's nice to see that a lot of folks want the same thing on this island. I understand there are a few that are not like-minded. That's up to everyone else to decide, though, on what happens. No matter what, I hope there's some form of a peaceful resolution, but I know it's wishful thinking.
Yes. Well, while peace and prosperity is something we wish for, it's not always the outcome we receive, so we must be ready for alternative ways to take care of things.
It's understandable.
Oh, and by the way, I see the rifles you tend to carry. If any of you are interested in ammunition of the Western variety, just ask. I've got plenty of it, and I don't need it.
Trying to think what our stock's like at the moment. Nah, I'd probably give it to someone more unfortunate, to be honest.
For sure. It's a good
We're
looking out.
We're living pretty good right now, so if you ever need
Yeah.
more, we normally, one round normally turns into three, you know what I mean? It's kind of how it happens.
I tend to stick towards the more normal and easier to clean, easier to use weapons in this type of terrain and this conditions, so I don't stick to the fancy weaponry you see a lot of people running around with.
Yeah, I tend to stick with... I've been using 5.56 as of late, but I fucking hate the AR platform, personally.
You're telling me it's like I'm handling a fucking child's toy from a fast food restaurant. Don't know what it is, but AKs, they just speak to me.
I got a whole collection inside my locker.
I've got two.
Pip's got a more
little one and a big
modernised
one.
version of the AKs.
I love the little cocktail variety AKs. Those are nice. The 74Us. Yeah, that's what I usually
Yeah,
go
I
out with.
built one up personally just to keep on my side, and it was good to have when Blackwater got overran. We were fighting for like 45 minutes, and I had an SKS in that, and everyone ran out of ammo before I did.
Small, low recoil, simple to use, simple to clean, and reliable as all hell. It's my perfect weapon for whenever I'm roaming around taking care of infected hordes throughout the cities. Oh, and does anyone happen to have a contact with an explosives expert by chance?
I wouldn't say an expert, but I know some folks that can make explosives. Why?
I might be interested. You never know when a horde is just too large to deal with, and sometimes you have to take out a bridge.
God, that's your plan? Throw an explosive at a horde?
Well, all the bridges I've seen standing are loaded with abandoned military vehicles, so you tell me. What's more important, the bridge or human life?
Well, obviously human life.
There you have it. Nothing goes beyond the belief that human life is more important.
I could craft an empty box or a cookbook.
So,
Anyway,
Pippa,
Hmm?
how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Just heard some things. Just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah. Been a rough 24 hours.
what you think about that Rourke character? Quite something, isn't he? Blood and all that.
Well, he's seemed nice, at least.
From what it seems, he is nice. He's focused on taking care of the infected and, well, bad people, as he says. I guess the blood has something to do with his, beliefs. Very pagan, if anything.
Biggest issue there is who do you believe is bad and who do you believe is good?
Well, so far I've seen him run headfirst towards the infected, taking them on in melee combat, so... And he's also been very, very much so against argument, and also a firm believer in forgiving those that have done you wrong. But I've got to say, if that's his beliefs and he needs blood, shit. Somebody get the big red bus down here.
Thank you, Krista.
You're welcome.
Recuperating okay today, Mitch?
Oh, yes. Well, you know, my legs hurt a little bit. Big drug hangover. So,
Yeah, tell me about it.
yeah. Other than that, though, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's been a busy day around here today. Lots of folk came by. Even had Dwight I hadn't seen in a long time. So, unfortunately, I had to announce to him about Hunter's passing and his grave down there. I thought he knew already, but apparently not. No one had a chance to tell him yet. So, at least he got to go pay his respects.
Well, I'm glad you've had enough company today.
Oh, yes. Always a lot of folk come around. It's nice. Aside from the shooting the other day, everyone has been at least cordial enough around here and respecting each other. I can't ask for
Good,
better.
good. How's your plant doing?
Oh, she's doing great.
Did you name her?
No, haven't really thought of that. Maybe I should.
AZ will ask you about the name of it.
Oh, yes, well, I'll probably call her Marie, after my mother.
She would like that. She would really like that.
If it
She
were
has
any warmer,
so many.
AZ, isn't that the one that hates it whenever you kill pests? I mean, foxes and such.
Foxes, yes. Bad luck. We buried another one last night.
Yeah, that'd be my doing.
Oh, please don't tell her.
Oh, God.
She already knows.
Oh,
Oh, she
goodness.
told me that a lot of people did it.
Is that what happened to your eye then?
No, thankfully not. But her and a man wearing a bird mask beat me over the fucking head
Oh, goodness.
about 5 or 6
Harlan.
times.
Sounds like
I was-
Harlan.
I was prepared to
Harlan.
start swinging back. I had just gotten out of a fight with Keo, and we were both bruised to shit, so I was very, very tired and very, very ornery.
Goodness. Well,
They're
I was
both very...
flashbanged twice.
Ooh.
oh my.
Sounds about right.
I have one good eye. I'd rather not lose the usage of it.
No, I wouldn't want that either for you. For goodness sake.
But no, I will keep it in mind that in my trying to keep things away from my food stores, to make sure she isn't around.
She's really quite nice, you know.
Very nice.
But she does have a pretty wild side, I've seen, to say the least. But
You have no idea.
no,
I
even
doubt
I
she's
have
going to
no
want
idea.
to speak to me after that.
I'm sure she's forgiving enough. Eventually, she'll come around.
Yeah. Just give her a plant. She'll be fine.
Just give her a plant.
Or some
She
seeds or
really
something
is a
like that.
tree hugger, isn't she?
She's a special lady.
Oh. Understood.
Yeah. Sweetheart. Just absolute sweetheart.
You know, if she ever gives you a protection rock, you know you've made it. So.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought I was past all this from the last place. It seems to just follow me everywhere.
Past what?
Crazy folks.
Oh, well, I would say imaginative.
I don't mean it in a bad sense.
No,
I
I
think
know
all
you didn't.
people are, you know, but it's just shit.
We're all a little crazy after this shit for 5+ years, you know?
I think we're
After
getting
what
there.
I went through, yes. It's starting to weigh on me.
There's a car. Hello.
There goes
Is
Gil.
that Gil?
Yes. Gil again.
Yeah.
He scares me behind the wheel of anything.
I was riding
Yep.
in the back of his car. Trust me, I
It's the way-
understand.
yeah, right?
I've known that man for so long now.
The ride by. Oh, hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Is that Colt?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
The one and only.
Where's Smith and Wesson? I'm sorry, I was waiting to use that.
That's a new one. I've never heard that one before.
Oh, I'm sure. It's probably the most annoying thing you've heard in your life.
I can think of worse things. Hope you folks don't mind if I warm my hand real quick.
You never do
Handlebars
around
get
here.
quite cold.
Of course not.
This fire is meant for sharing.
I always appreciate it, Mitch. Need more folks like you these days.
Well,
Only time I ever see Colt is around the fire. AZ's here.
Well, you know, I'm either around a fire or the rest of the time you probably can't see me because I'm up in the hills somewhere.
Yep. I get you. NPR, wherever.
I do tend to find my way around.
I don't know, Colt. Them boots look rather new, but the ass of your jeans look kinda well worn.
oh my.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, I know. So how are you folks doing this evening?
Chicken, jelly bean.
Talking politics, the good stuff.
Politics. I didn't even know politics was still a talking point anymore, unless, of course, we're talking about island politics.
Yeah, just talking about how to deal with the situations best. Between infected, ignoramuses, and indecent people.
The sun's about to rise. I'm gonna go across and watch it.
Going with.
I'm really glad you all have the car back.
Me too, because I definitely was feeling like the blame there. Not that anybody said it was my fault, but you know.
Oh, goodness, you felt the blame. I felt the same way.
Well, he was going to stay with it until my leg, and then he didn't want me walking up by myself in case I fell again, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
What colors? Beautiful.
Everything worked out.
It did, it did. I'm so happy.
Likewise. I'll sleep a lot better tonight, though, knowing that car is
Good.
back. Oh.
People make mistakes, you know? I get that. I don't like what happened because of the mistakes. I hate that you had to walk home, you know? That part bothers me.
Well, remember, I've been walking for 50 years. Walking
I know,
is...
but that's a trek.
Oh, yes, the mountains, the hills, everywhere. It definitely was, but I love that I did that with you and Road.
Yeah. Couldn't think of better people to be with.
And be high with.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, goodness. I gotta lay off the drugs for a few days.
Oh. I'm gonna try to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not usually bad about it, because I like to have what wits I have left. You know, I like to have them at my disposal.
Yes. I know exactly what you mean.
But I knew getting down off that mountain was gonna be pretty tricky otherwise.
Oh, yes. Goodness, I'll never forget being up there. Never.
was a beautiful day, that's for sure. Here is, couldn't have asked for better weather here on Sakal.
Yes, the sky was perfect. The moment was perfect.
Beautiful.
I'll carry it to my grave.
Which won't be any time soon.
Let's hope. But I like it down here too, you know. It's nice. That's why I chose this spot. All of the elements together. The earth, the wind, the water, and the fire. It's all here. It's incredible to see all the people keep coming over. When I arrived here, I never thought something like that would happen. Honestly, after me and Michael figured out that, it's not what we thought it was, I thought we would just live in our trailers and I don't know. After everything we had been through, it was a lot. So it was hard to know what to expect exactly. But it certainly wasn't this. This is beyond anything I could have imagined. And I'm eternally grateful. I've made more friends on Sakal than I've ever made in my entire life.
Didn't want to interrupt.
No interruptions. We're just enjoying a beautiful little sunrise.
That it is. Not something a lot of people get to enjoy. Especially when all this started, all the hustle and bustle of surviving.
You know what the beauty of it is, though? Is everyone can enjoy it. It's just people forget to do it. People forget to take the time.
For some, they don't have the luxury. Like you were saying, people trapped on a boat, kept in cages. Some people can't physically see it. Some people choose to ignore it and keep their heads down.
Yeah.
People are in that sort of a situation. It's the reason why certain people exist, is to get them out of it.
Mm-hmm. You know, my whole life I've watched sunrises every morning. But when I was trapped on that boat in a cage, I wasn't exposed to light. The sunlight, none of it I couldn't see the sunrise. But I knew it was there. I knew that beyond the ship walls, there was beauty waiting for me to find it again. So, it was easy to tell when it was morning. The activity from the cannibals, things like that. You just knew when it was morning. Also, your inner clock, you know. You kind of get used to waking up at a certain time in life. But I just held hope that I'd see it again. I kept remembering its existence, its beauty, just lingering outside of my reach. It's what kept me alive. Michael, of course, saved me and the others, but I'm just very thankful. So even if I couldn't see it, I took a minute to remember that it was there, to know that it was there, that there was this and so much more beauty left in the world. Hanging on to things like that is what keeps me going. So even if you can't see it, you just gotta know that it's there. And you got to hold on to the idea to see it again one day.
You got a good mind on you. I'm happy to see some people still understand it even after all this time. That's probably what I based everything I believe off of. Ever since this all started, ever since I watched it all unfold. I've tried my best to help people to come to terms to see the light is always there. They just need to open their eyes and realize it. Some people you need to help them to find it.
That's all there is
Doesn't
to
matter
it.
who you are. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking to you all. I'm gonna be heading back to my home now.
Nice seeing you again. It's been a while.
It was lovely.
And you as well. Nem Clarior dies, people. So long.
Be safe.
Went from pink to blues and grays.
Yeah.
Might have a storm coming later.
Oh, yes, well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Absolutely not.
Is your arm okay?
Yeah, just holding it out.
Just stretching.
Making sure nothing falls. Yep.
Yes.
You know, we used to have a joke at home that if you need to know what the weather was, you held your finger out. If it was wet, it was raining. If it was hot or got burned, it was hot out. If it
Yeah.
was cold, guess what? It was cold.
Yeah. A simple method, very effective.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, goodness. I think I'm going to head to bed now. Things have quieted
Yeah, I
down.
think we're gonna head on back. I think too. Had a rough day or so, and just want to take it really easy today. But I wanted to get those to you.
Oh, yes. Well, I appreciate that as always, Pip. And Guts, I see you out there.
Yeah, you're all good, young'un.
Watchful eyes, watchful eyes.
Yeah. All right, you two.
He's our guardian. You have a good night, Mitch. Get better rest tonight.
Yes. Oh, I will. Thank you both,
And
as always.
you're welcome. Night.
Good night.
You have a good one, brother.
You too, Guts.
Where are we going?
Ah, what a lovely stream. Still too bad that I was just, Discord is doing something where people can't see them streaming, which is really weird. Need to figure that out. Need to figure that out. Man, I got so many pictures I gotta fix up.
Stop I make, I see my old friend.
All right, guys. We are gonna go and raid.
Maybe tomorrow my whole world will settle.
At least, yeah, there's the ping, showing that I was streaming and stuff. So, yeah, there was a